It blows my mind how many people are just out here going broke because they're constantly pretending to be rich. Out here fronting and completely drowning in debt just to flex a lifestyle that they can't afford. All because they're embarrassed of looking broke. Do you know how much energy you waste just trying to pretend like you have everything together? Acting like you're so happy and so wealthy. Why do we always feel like we have to pretend about everything? I bet if I walked up to you right now and just asked you how you were doing, you wouldn't tell me the truth. You would more than likely tell me how good things were going for you, but you're just super busy right now, like everybody else. Then people always seem to say, but I'm just really blessed. Yes, that may be true. And I'm happy that you're blessed. I'm blessed. But what's wrong with keeping it real these days? People are so afraid to tell someone that they're struggling and just not doing that great right now. Because I know if it were me and you asked me, I can promise you that I'll keep it real and just tell you what it is. If I'm doing bad, you may be the person to help me. But you know what? I think people may be pretending because they're too afraid of just looking like they're struggling and broke. We're afraid that if we admit that we're struggling or broke or clueless about what we're doing with our lives, people are going to judge us. So people put on this front. They act like they're just always happy and strong, although they're crying for help in the inside. We buy things that we can't afford so that we don't look broke. And we pretend that we know everything about every topic just so we don't look stupid. But you see this everywhere. That one person who somehow sells you the interview, they get hired into a management role. And within 2 weeks, everyone on the team realizes that they don't know how this person got the job because they have no idea what they're doing. Meanwhile, you've been with a company for several years and you've been inquiring about the same position on 2 different occasions, but you still haven't been offered that position. But that one person, they got the job because they knew how to talk a good one. They're great at acting confident, laughing at the right jokes, and pretending like they have tons of experience. They didn't get hired because they're capable. They got hired because they're good at pretending like they know it all. And the boss just fell for it. So it's a lot of people out here just pretending and faking it with one another right now. Just waking up every day winging it and hoping that nobody notices that they're just faking it until they make it. Just out here running yourselves into the ground, pretending to be happy and wealthy, pretending to be smarter than everyone else, or what? But you know what? Don't take this the wrong way, because there's nothing wrong with keeping a smile on your face. Nobody wants to be a Debbie Downer or post anything when they're having a rough day. So I don't blame you. But there is a difference between staying positive, having good energy, and smiling more versus completely faking your life to impress strangers that you don't even know. These strangers are online. It's nothing wrong with telling someone if you don't have everything figured out. Because think about how much time we spend scrolling through our phones every day. You see people you went to high school with or college with. These are just random people that you don't even know. And their lives look so bomb. So bomb through that screen. They're always on a trip. They're always getting a promotion, or they're just always showing off a new car. And now you're sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. Just trying to figure out what you're doing wrong. But let me tell you something. Those people don't have anything figured out no more than what you do. So no need in looking at one another's lives and comparing your lives to their lives. Half of those people you don't even know. Comparing your lives to these social media influencers are making some of us completely depressed. Some of the things you see are scripted and fake. Half of the time, the people that you see in relationships, your favorite influencers, those folks are in a relationship because of a business deal, or it's just a stunt, just so that they can keep their names in the headlines. Because those perfect power couple photos, those people probably can't stand one another whenever the cameras turn off. Even the people you actually know do this, just faking it. The influencers, your friends, your cousins, yeah, they want you to believe that they have it together. The career, the relationship, and the money that they keep flashing online, it's probably not even theirs. Now you trying to figure out what they're doing because they look like they're living a lavish life. Look like they have it going on, right? So after seeing the money, you instantly call or you text them. And you text them asking them to put you on. They send you straight to voicemail, of course. But just know, sometimes the people pretending to have it all are the people who are unhappy. They are the least at peace with themselves. So looking like you have it together, it doesn't mean you actually do. Sometimes people fill that void with the appearance of having everything figured out. But they may be going through the same exact struggles that you are. Nobody's life is perfect. You see some people out here that have money that will last them a lifetime, but they're not happy. And honestly, you see this exact same thing on your IG page every day with normal people. Seem like everyone is an entrepreneur, a coach, or just hustling. Nothing wrong with that. Make your money. But some people are out here buying $100 plates that they can't afford, taking photos of the steering wheel logo of their cars, knowing that they're a car note away from getting repossessed. And not to mention, they're probably drowning in credit card debt, but they still want to look like they're winning. But to each his own. This is what some of you guys look up to. And then you go out with friends. Everybody's ordering expensive drinks and food because nobody wants to be the person that says, hey, I really can't afford this plate right now. Or I can't afford this place that we're eating at right now. Can we go to a different spot? So you swipe your debit card and you pray that the transaction goes through. Let me tell you something about me. I cannot stand spending a lot of money on food, especially when it's not healthy. You only gonna poop it out. I don't know about you, but I like spending my money on things that I could see or things that possibly can get me a return. But it's crazy. People are out here going to places that they wouldn't even think about going to, but they want to go because they saw one of the influencers online. She posted a picture and she looked like she had a ball. Now this person is spending money that they don't have just to keep up with the illusion that they're doing well. They really out here pretending to be rich. They're leasing cars that cost more than their rent. They're buying designer shoes while their phone service is about to get shut off. Why do we do this? You know what? I think I may know why. And this is just my own observation. I think we do this because looking broke, it feels like we're failing. We're failing in our society. We feel like we have to keep up with everything that's trending. And I notice the more expensive something is, the more we have to have it. So we act like we're doing great once we get it. We want to show it off. And we also pretend to have this amazing side hustle because admitting that you just out here working a regular 9-to-5 job, it seems too ordinary. But what's wrong with being ordinary? What's wrong with just having enough money to be comfortable and just enjoying your life? You don't have to be a millionaire to enjoy life. We killing ourselves just trying to look wealthy for people who are doing the exact same thing to impress us. It's so many people pretending to have money. It's an illusion, and it's making some of you miserable. Think about how much mental energy it takes to maintain these different versions of yourself every day. You have to pretend that you're always happy. You have to pretend that you're doing good financially. You have to pretend to be the smartest person in the room. And meanwhile, the person who is just tired, who just wants to watch TV in their sweatpants, who doesn't know what they're doing with their career right now, who may be feeling a little disconnected sometimes, that person gets ignored. It's a shame. We're doing too much out here. We go to a nice restaurant. We can't eat until we take a picture of the plate. What's wrong with enjoying your meal? As soon as you get it, we go on a walk. We got to take a picture of the trees. Enjoy your walk. Let things flow. Enjoy the moments. You don't have to share everything. The moments that you don't share are usually the ones that are actually fun and real. Listen, I don't know about you, but my battery pack is dying with all of this. I miss when people would openly admit that they were broke. And instead of judging them, you buy a little cheap pizza and talk about what you're going to do to get more money. I miss when someone could say, man, I have no idea what the answer is, but I'm going to try to find out. And you both sit there and you try to figure this thing out together. We need to drop the act. We need to look at each other and just keep it real. Admit that we're all just trying to figure this thing out as we go. Because that person that you probably see online is probably lonely. That person with that fancy car is stressed out about paying the car note. And the person who seems to just know everything, I'm telling you, they're just as confused as the rest of us. But let me tell you something. When you finally realize that everyone else is just as lost and tired as you are, you'll stop being so hard on yourself. So let's do this. Next time you see someone who matters, don't pretend like you have everything together. Tell them what's on your mind. Tell them if you're stressed out about your bills or if you're just feeling under the weather right now. And I'll do the exact same thing for you. I'll tell you about my mistakes, some of the things that I messed up on, and the things that I have absolutely no clue about. So let's just stop pretending. It's way cheaper and it takes less energy. Take a breath. You're going to be okay. Some of us are clueless at times. Some of us are a little broke at times and we have bad days. But I'm telling you, we good. So if you got value from this video, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.